What's up, guys? Sports Estimators back with another NFL video for you guys today. As always, we will be giving you guys our picks for this week. This week, we got NFL Week 10. As always, at the time of this recording, we have Thursday Night Football underway. We'll be giving you guys live updates. The Broncos are currently tied with the Raiders, 7-7. Third quarter, 3:40 left. But let's go ahead and get started with our picks. But before that, the following teams are on a bye: Bengals, Cowboys, Titans, and Chiefs. So let's go ahead and get started with Sunday's games. First one up, the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Indianapolis Colts. Who do you got in this one?
The Falcons, bruh. I do not got them, but the Falcons.
I was like, okay.
They're hot, and then they get cold, and then they're hot, they get cold. Colts, though, looking to bounce back. So, you know who I'm riding with. I'm riding with Indy. Who you got?
Yeah, I got the Colts too, but I think I like the Falcons to cover the spread.
Ooh.
Because that's 5.5 isn't like a whole lot of points, but I could see the Falcons being a tough matchup for this team. And then it's
They're playing in Germany.
yeah, they're playing. I was gonna say Europe. I'm not exactly sure. So Germany.
Yeah.
So you know those games get kind of freaky sometimes.
Yeah, you are right. You are right.
So yeah, I like the Colts to win. Like you said, bounce back from last week. But I do like the Falcons to cover the 5.5 points that I
Yeah,
have.
no, that's a good shout.
All right, next game up, the Giants at the Bears. Are you sticking with your boy Jackson Dart?
Bro, I've been sticking with him for 2 weeks in a row, and he's been doing me dirty. So I'm fading him this week. I'm going with Mr. Painty Nails.
Caleb Williams?
I'm going with Caleb Williams this time around.
Yeah, I agree. I was tempted to pick the Giants, but then I just remembered it's basically just Jackson Dart on offense.
Yeah.
And the Bears offense has taken off.
Yeah.
They're at home, so I'm taking the Bears. The Giants are just too banged up for me to pick them.
Yeah. And, bro, I mean, yeah, like who else is it? It's just Jackson Dart. It's not like he could carry that that offense by himself. And Chicago has looked great. So even though I think they just lost too, right? To the Ravens.
The Bears?
Yeah.
Was that last week?
Yeah, I think that was last week. Or actually, no, it was 2 weeks ago.
I think the Bears just beat the Bengals.
Oh, yeah.
That crazy game, yeah. And they should have lost that game.
Your twin scored that touchdown.
Oh,
Loveland?
Shout out twin, close to Loveland. Yeah, but they could have lost that game. So
They could've.
the thing is, the Bears defense gives up a lot of points.
Yeah.
So I could see,
They need secondary help.
I could see the Giants making this an interesting game. That's probably why it's only a 3.5 point spread, but definitely like the Bears.
Yeah.
And I think we can both agree that we both like the Bills to beat the Dolphins.
Yep.
Even though the Dolphins are at home.
Yeah, no, I got Bills.
You think they cover the spread, 8.5? The Dolphins?
I don't know, because that's another, like, Miami's either hot or cold. Like, you don't know what you're going to get
And
with
it's
them.
a divisional game.
And it's a divisional game, so it's like, is Tua going to, like, step it
Turn the
up?
ball
Like,
over?
yeah. Is he going to turn the ball over? I don't know. But, I mean, this is 2 weeks back-to-back where they're getting put through the gauntlet. So,
Yeah.
I don't know. I'll pick the Bills to cover.
The Bills to cover?
Yeah.
I would kind of lean that way too. All right, next game. This one should be a good one. Ravens at the Vikings. What do you got?
This one was a hard one, bro. I'm not gonna lie. This one was a hard one because the Vikings looked incredible against the Lions. Again, that was a divisional game as well. You already know how those divisional games go. It's like it's a coin flip sometimes. But ultimately, Lamar Jackson looked great last week against the Dolphins. I got him, just to try to carry this team to the playoffs. I think that's his goal coming back. So I got the Ravens to win. Who you got?
Yeah, I'm picking the Ravens. I like this Vikings teams, but I think ultimately the Ravens just have a higher sense of urgency.
Yeah.
Because the Vikings are coming off an impressive win against the divisional rival. So for them to, maintain this level against a team like the Ravens, I think is going to be too tall of a task for them.
Yeah.
So I do like the Ravens to beat the Vikings at home.
And then JJ McCarthy just steps it up against hard teams. Like he did, bro, your two biggest wins have been super impressive, but yet
That's
when
true.
you play like these shitter teams, like bro, you disappear.
But maybe part of it too has been like injuries, So
That's
like
true.
I think people are kind of being a little bit hard on him because people are
think so?
basically. I feel like people are kind of been pretty critical of him, and it's like this is basically his first season. Playing,
yeah,
you know,
that's true. His first full season playing.
But yeah, moving on to the next game, Battle of.
This is Battle of Ass. Battle of super mighty BBL ass right here.
Cleveland Browns at the New York Jets. The Jets
the depleted.
The Jets are favored.
They are
by
favored.
2.5 points.
They are.
So who do you got?
I got the Browns, bro.
Yeah.
What the fuck? Who, bro? I think they have the water boy for the Jets playing, and like, bro, they traded everybody away.
Oh
like,
yeah. I think I got the Browns too. I feel like the Jets trade deadline moves highlights their intentions to tank.
Yeah,
because they traded away 2 defensive starters.
Yep.
So to me, that just screams like we're just gonna tank.
Yeah, they're just gonna tank.
And that defense was already pretty much giving up points to everybody.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So I definitely like the Browns. We'll see if Garrett Wilson plays. But
oh my god, another one that needs to leave.
But the Browns, bro, like we've seen them give the best offenses a hard time.
Yeah,
and I don't see the Jets offense making enough plays to beat the Browns.
Yeah, no.
Next game, maybe the matchup of the week.
Yeah,
Patriots at the Bucks. Bucks are favored by 2.5 points. Who do you got in this one?
Give me Drake May for this game.
Okay.
Who you got?
I like the Pats too.
Ooh, okay.
The Pats are due for a loss because they're on a win streak. But I think they win this one because the Bucks are still banged up.
Yep.
Who knows if Bucky Irving's going to play? Mm-hmm. We know Mike Evans is out. I think Godwin is questionable.
Yeah, he's questionable, yep.
So the Patriots defense, we know, has stepped it up.
Mm-hmm.
So I just think this is also a bad matchup for the Bucks.
Yeah.
Because the Bucks aren't particularly good, don't have a particularly good secondary, and that's the strength of the Pats offense is their passing game.
Yeah.
So I like the Pats in this game. And they're actually, I'm surprised they're...
The Bucks are... I think
guess
they're
Bucks,
home.
Yeah, that's probably it. But moving on to the next game, the New Orleans Saints at the Carolina Panthers. The Panthers turning their season around.
We had to talk about the Panthers, bro. What's up with them?
Rico Dowdle, bro. He's been going off.
He's been... Damn, bro. Was like that all they needed, though? Because they had Chuba Hubbard like last year, too. But he
wasn't popping off like this, though.
That's true.
Like... Rico Dowdle has been going crazy.
It's the Dallas Cowboys tax. Trying to prove
that's true.
Trying to prove something. Speaking of Dallas Cowboys, R.I.P. Marshawn Nealon. I'm not gonna go into detail, but
I saw that.
If you guys seen the news, that story gets sadder and sadder.
I haven't looked too much into it, but it was like gunshot wound, right? Like
self-inflicted.
Self-inflicted, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man, that sucks. R.I.P.
But anyways, this was a potential battle of ass, but the Carolina Panthers potential
runner up for battle of
it was runner up. This was like runner up pancake ass, but
this is a divisional game, so this one might be more competitive.
Yeah, I don't think Saints could even cover because they just gave away another of their offensive weapons. It's just Chris Olave and 10 more other fucking offensive players.
Kamara has not been good this season at all.
I just think that fool's ready to retire, bro. I think he's just playing it out.
I mean, also too, like they're always playing from behind, so he can't really get that many opportunities in the ground game. So you got the Panthers?
I got the Panthers.
Yeah, I like the Panthers to win this one too. Next game up, the Jaguars at the Houston Texans. Houston is favored by 1.5 with no CJ Stroud. Actually, let me check that if that line moved because I don't know if CJ Stroud was.
He's out.
He's out, but when I pulled the, I'm not sure if that it had been announced that he was out.
Because when did you pull yours?
Probably Monday. Was he already rolled out?
I did mine this morning. Jackson's at 1.5.
So the Jacksonville Jaguars are favored?
Yeah.
Okay. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Because I was going back and forth with this one, and then once I realized he was out, I was like, nah, Jaguars.
Yeah. That's why it's always good to get if you guys are going to like bet, get your guys' lines early. Get your guys' lines Sunday night, Monday morning.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, because that's how you...
Because you would have gotten Jacksonville as a underdog.
Underdog, yeah.
And then,
like 2 weeks ago, that kind of bit me in the ass, though. because I had gotten, I think, the Ravens. I think, oh, no. Yeah, I had gotten the Ravens because Lamar Jackson was going to start, and then he didn't end up starting. And then I ended up, and I saw the Ravens were plus something. And then once, I don't actually know. I'm chalking that. Somehow, some way, I ended up picking the Bears. And if I would have got the Bears at the beginning of the week, I would have made some money. But I ended up not doing that. But yeah, you guys should do that. Cause
Yeah, I guess it is kind of risky because
you don't know.
if you get it at the beginning of the week, it could move, but that could be in your favor or work against you, depending on the injury updates.
But for this one, I mean, if you would have got Jacksonville,
yeah, for sure.
That's a solid lock.
All right, moving on to another divisional game, the Arizona Cardinals at the Seattle Seahawks. Seahawks are actually favored by 7.5 points.
Before we start this conversation, before we start this conversation, who do you think wins?
This game?
Yeah, no, the division that they're in. Sebas Chuizer sent another question of either the Rams. Do you see the Rams or Seattle winning this division?
That's a tough one. The Rams are 7-2.
Sneaky 7-2.
When I realized, I was like, bro, how are they 7-2? Like,
yeah, they're sneaky 7-2.
I see the Rams as legitimate contenders.
I want to be mad.
The Seahawks, like, I'm buying in on them, but I don't know if I see them as like Super Bowl contenders. I think I have a little bit more faith in the Rams because they have McVay and Stafford.
Yeah.
You know, some of those players have already
been there,
won a Super Bowl. So I think right now I would lean more towards the Rams, but Seattle, man, especially now that they picked up Rashid Shaheed, like that, I feel like he fits their heavy passing game. He's a deep threat, so that can give more room for JSN, who's been killing it.
Yeah,
Cooper Kupp as well. You know, work underneath. So I think the Seahawks are a super dangerous team, but that's a tough division right there because we saw the Cardinals. Like, even though their record, I think they're a better quality team than their record reflects.
Yeah, they are.
But I mean, they just
I just found out.
No offense, but yeah, right now I would lean Rams. What about you?
I would lean the Rams based off of experience and based off of everything you just mentioned, from McVay to Stafford to their defense. I think Rams' defense is way better than Seattle's.
Really?
Yeah. Well, not way better. Actually, no, let me take that back. The Seattle's defensive line is pretty good.
It's just the Seahawks defense has been dealing with injuries, so I still don't think we feel them at full strength.
Yeah.
So right now,
I think I think the Rams win the division, but I think both teams get into playoffs.
Yeah, I would agree with that for sure.
So right now, I take the Rams to win, and I think they face off next week.
And they still have 2 matchups, right? I don't think these teams have played each other yet.
That's what I was gonna look at, because I think next week they play each other, and then they play each other again December 18th.
Yeah, so there's still 2 matchups to be played. That's gonna be
damn. And then it's gonna basically go down to the wire because Seahawks, their last game of the season is against the 49ers. So depending on who wins that game could potentially... And even the 49ers, bro, the 49ers are what? Let's see. The 49ers are 6-3.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. That's why I was giving Kyle Shanahan a shout for last week on our midseason awards.
Yeah.
I was like, he was my runner-up for Coach of the Year because the fact that they're 6-3 with how many injuries they've had to deal with is insane.
Jesus Christ.
But real quick, just to wrap up this game, I like Seattle to win at home, but I do like the Cardinals to cover the 7.5 point spread.
Yeah. Everything you mentioned. Yep.
Okay.
Everything you mentioned.
So now let's get back to this game.
Yeah, the
LA Rams at the San Francisco 49ers. So looks like all the NFC West teams are playing each other this week.
That is true.
Who do you like in this Rams at 49ers game? This is a potentially big game for like playoff seeding down the stretch because the potential like divisional tiebreaker, and both these teams are neck and neck so far. So who do you have in this one?
I got Rams to win, but I could take 49ers to cover the spread.
Okay, I'm not mad at that.
And I think our boy the hell's his name? Mac Jones is going to be the QB. So
Mac Jones?
yeah,
That's your boy. I mean, I'm not like, I don't know, like, I don't hate on him or anything, but I don't know if I like him enough to call him my boy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I just like him enough to bench Purdy.
Yeah, I would buy into that.
Purdy.
I'd buy into that. I like the Rams too. I don't think that the Niners are gonna sweep the season series. If we remember earlier in the year when they played, the Niners, I'm gonna say they got lucky that they beat. The Rams
They
in
did.
That game.
They did.
So I think the Rams are gonna be hungrier to get the win, and the Rams are just healthier, bro. The Niners are still banged up.
Yeah,
They're still dealing with a lot of injuries. Like they've lost their two best defensive players. They're still banged up on offense. Like I got the Rams in this. Actually, I think I might like the Rams to cover the 3.5 point spread, but I'd be hesitant because Shanahan does kind of have McVay's number.
yeah, he does. He knows how to play him,
Yeah.
bro. Like that's somebody McVay has not been able to figure out.
Because they all used to coach together with
in
the Redskins back in the day.
Yeah.
With when Shanahan's dad, or I guess he's Shanahan too, but
Yeah.
Mike Shanahan was the coach.
Even the Dolphins head coach
yeah.
was there too. That was a
Mike McDaniel?
crazy, bro.
Because
Like
LaFleur was there too, I think.
yeah, he was.
Yeah, that was.
We gotta tap into that tree one day, like
Yeah.
that whole Shanahan tree, and like that team of like
Yeah.
how everybody has expanded to become head coaches of like these organizations. Like that's just pretty cool.
Yeah, for sure.
I kind of nerd out on stuff like that, which is
For sure. All right, next game. Detroit Lions at the Washington Commanders. Bro, if you don't spam Detroit to cover the 8.5 points with no Jaden Daniels.
after coming off of a loss, bro. Belt to ass situation right here.
Bro, especially since you're right. Since the Lions, I thought you were talking about the Commanders, but yeah, the Lions after a loss, bro, are like freaking like
Juggernauts.
yeah. All right, next game. This is gonna be a good one. Anytime the Steelers and the Chargers play each other, it's always an entertaining game. I'll let you go first. Who do you got? My Pittsburgh Steelers, or the LA Chargers?
Sorry, Chuy. I gotta go with the Chargers, bro. But then Aaron Rodgers on another Sunday night football game, bro. Okay, I see you, Grandpa. But yeah, nah. I mean, Chargers at home. That's just gonna be difficult.
Well, funny you mentioned that. I've actually gone to a Steelers Charger games at the SoFi,
you did,
and I don't know if the Chargers have home field advantage.
bro. You know what's funny? It's kind of like when the Rams play the 49ers. Anytime Steelers are in town, Steelers travel well.
Yeah,
Cowboys fans travel well. 49er fans travel well. In LA in particular.
yeah.
I don't know what other team travels well in LA.
Yeah, those are the ones that stand out for sure.
Yeah. But I think the Chargers might put in some fake crowd noise when they're on offense. When they're on defense. But I still got the Chargers to win.
I'm not mad at it. I think the Chargers, top to bottom, are probably the better team. But I think with last week, the Steelers, I got to go with my Steelers, bro. They beat the best team. So technically, they're the best team now in the league. No, I'm just kidding. But I think this is bro. That's typical. The Steelers are like the toxic boyfriend, and I'm like the dumb bee that keeps taking them back.
Bro, we just talked about this.
Because I know what they're gonna do. They're gonna get my hopes up, and then when I expect the most from them, they're just gonna keep making the same mistakes.
Bro, we have toxic boyfriends in the NFL.
Yeah, like. I was early. Remember 2 weeks ago, I picked the Steelers to beat Green Bay because I was like, oh, they're just going to pull it out. Steelers win. Well, I was wrong about that one, but then they saved it for the Colts because that was a typical Steelers win. And this defense finally stepped up, particularly their front seven. Like TJ Watt had a huge game. Like he looked like TJ Watt. And one thing to note, the Chargers are now without their two starting tackles.
Yep.
So I think that could present a lot of problems for that offensive line, and I think the Steelers will be able to capitalize, get a lot of pressure on Justin Herbert, because if you do that, they don't have much of a running game. Vidal's pretty good, but I don't think he's like a bona fide difference maker. So I do like the Steelers to win, and like again, just a nasty Steelers game. That Steelers game that I went to, I think it was 4 years ago at the SoFi.
I remember when you went.
It was a nasty game, but then the Steelers they ended up losing the game, but they made like a crazy fourth quarter comeback. It was like 27-14 just in the fourth quarter.
Dang.
And they ended up losing. But that was the game that kind of put me on to like respecting Justin Herbert because he had 90 yards rushing that game. Yeah, he beat us with his legs that day. But like I said, bro, this game, if I were to look at it, I'd be like, yeah, I'd probably pick the Chargers. But for that reason, I got to go with the Steelers because they win the games that you don't expect them to win.
Yeah. And you know what? It's funny, too. Justin Herbert's been hit the most outside of Joe Burrow, who was being hit the most. Justin Herbert's been getting hit the most. And if Pittsburgh carried that pressure, that momentum that they were from last week, and they do that to Justin Herbert, I could see them potentially winning the game.
Now that I think about it, I picked the Steelers to beat the Packers, and they lost. And then I picked the Colts to win, and they won. So should I pick the Chargers so that the Steelers could win?
Yeah.
I guess I'll find out after next week. I'm picking with the Steelers, bro. All right. And to wrap it up, Monday Night Football. This should be a good one.
It should be a good one.
Eagles at the Packers. Who do you got?
So, Bengals. Packers are favored by 2.5 points, which is crazy. So, you guys know me. I'm an Eagles hater. I hate Jalen Hurts. I hate that team top to bottom. Except for A.J. Brown. A.J. Brown, please do something this week in fantasy. I'm picking the Eagles, though. I would want to make some money off of the Eagles. So, but if they do me dirty, never betting on them again and fading them for the rest of the season.
Yeah, I like the Eagles, too, in this one. The Packers are coming off a nasty loss.
Bro, the Packers are catfish, bro. That's what this Packers team is, catfish. This Packers team getting Micah Parsons was like getting like that dog filter on Snapchat, bro. Like dead. This is what the Packers are. The Packers are a catfish team, bro. They got Michael Parsons and, we're going to Super Bowl. No, bro, you guys have some deep-rooted issues because how the hell do you guys also lose to the Panthers?
Yeah. And especially for this game, no more Tucker Kraft.
And no more Tucker Kraft.
So that's a big loss for them.
I mean, they got Romeo Doubs back, which he did pretty good last week. But, I mean, bro, like...
Yeah, he was a big part of their offense. I like the Eagles in this one, especially since they're coming off of a bye.
Yeah.
They were banged up. Yeah. So I think the bye was like at a good time for them.
Yeah.
So I like the Eagles to beat the Packers.
Yeah, so do I. But these Packers, bro, cheeseheads. What happened? I thought you guys went to the Super Bowl. You guys almost damn near have the same freaking record
right now,
as we do.
Right now, I would pick the Rams over the Packers.
Oh, yeah. Even the 49ers.
I don't know if I'd go that far.
I'd pick
49ers at full health, yes, but I don't know. The Niners, I'm just like, get healthy, and then like I'll see them as like a Super Bowl contending team. Because right now, it's just too many moving pieces.
Oh man, bro!
I need my boy Ricky Pearsall, who's injury prone.
I don't know if the Packers win the NFC North.
Oh no, they got to go through the Lions and the Bears.
They have one win over the Lions. They haven't played the Bears yet, right?
Bears and Packers? Nope. I don't believe so. No,
they haven't.
Yeah, so they actually have a tough schedule because you got to play the Eagles, you got to play the Lions, and you got to play the Bears twice, and they got to play the
Vikings still again. Well, for the first time. Yeah, I don't think the Packers win the NFC North either.
I could see them making the playoffs still, but it's gonna be tough.
Oof. Yeah, it's gonna be super tough. Damn. We'll see about you cheeseheads, but you guys, like I said, this team is catfish. Remember, you guys could quote me on that. I don't care. I've been getting ripped way too many times on Twitter and on TikTok. This is about to be a reel. Get you guys mad too. All right, guys, that wraps up our NFL Week 10. Let us know who you guys got this week. Let us know if you guys don't agree with one of our picks. Let us know if there's some Packer fans getting mad and, unfollowing us at this moment for what we just said.
Or if you guys have some insight that we didn't cover,
Yes,
and you want us to know, that way maybe we can change our picks. 'Cause
Yeah, because how are the Packers favored?
Yeah.
But anyways, again, we are the Sports Estimators. Make sure you guys like, share, subscribe. We'll be back again next week. We haven't missed a week, if you guys haven't noticed. We give out these picks for free. And remember, don't quote us.
unless we're right.
Peace.